and this is so emotional. Capable is something that I don't think people are told enough. It's a powerful word that I really think gives people the ability to actually move forward and continue doing things or try new things or change things. It's just a really, really empowering word.
Welcome to Trait Talk, where we dig into the VeeFriends characters and their traits. Today we're going to talk about Capable Caterpillar with Chels Messer. Tell us who Chels is.
I feel like I'm ever changing, an entrepreneur at heart, truly, because I don't stop until I find success in something and then I'm bored and then I have to find success somewhere else. I'm an inconsistent cougar is what I am. Constantly trying to find the next thing that's going to give me life for the next 3 days. My brain is a really busy thing where it doesn't stop. But at the core, I'm just a mom trying to give my kids the best life that they can have and teach them just to be good people and to put good things in the world. And a wife who just wants to support my husband and all of his dreams and kind of dream together as a family.
What made you choose the Capable Caterpillar as your character, and was it always your character?
It's funny, I wasn't a VeeFriend. You know, my husband Rob was a major VeeFriend guy, and he was following Gary and his content forever. And then he went to VeeCon. I came back with all of the cards and I put them into binders and for Finn, and I started getting excited about it. And then I was looking at the character list and I was like, the whimsical wolf, which actually he's still right here. I was like, that's my guy. He's so cute. Never connected with the whimsical wolf whatsoever. And then the caterpillar came across my radar as we were just looking through the binder of cards that we had. I feel like characters start to present themselves more in your life when you really need it. And it's kind of like, so the caterpillar just kind of never went away. I would pull it in cards. It would always be in one of our packs. And then I just one day just was like, yeah, this is it for me. I need this reminder of capability around me at all times. So I might as well just collect as many of them as I possibly can so that I can have that reminder wherever I look. And if I lose one, it's fine. I've got 600 more. It's cool. Forever, I will have someone reminding me that I'm capable because they're all right here.
What does capable mean to you personally?
Capable is, and this is so emotional, capable is something that I don't think people are told enough. I think people are told that they aren't capable more than they are. But the word capable is something so big that could change someone literally forever. It literally means you could do this. You could absolutely do this. But a lot of the times, we're not breathing that into ourselves. No one else is breathing it into ourselves because at the end of the day, most people just don't care, right? They care about themselves and what they can do. But why would anybody take the time to say, hey, you're capable, right? Let's do this. You've got this. Just to me, it's a word that holds so much power, and giving that power back to someone that I feel has been stripped a long time ago. It's a powerful word that I really think gives people the ability to actually move forward and continue doing things or try new things or change things. It's just a really, really empowering word.
What does being capable or capability mean for you personally in this season of life?
For me, is an everyday yes, you can. Absolutely. If the kids are upset, it's you are capable of getting through the day. Worst case scenario, it's a rough couple of hours, but you're capable of surviving till the end of the day. So for me, it's literally an everyday thing that I turn to where I can just stop and say, you know what, I'm capable, I can do this. Most days when I'm just done and I can't do anything else and I'm over it, and then I'm but I really want to do this, or I really want to get creative and start this project. I can turn to it and say, I am capable of doing it, or at least I'm capable of starting it, or capable of, moving on to the next phase of something. And, I taught Finn this, and he's even stopped me. He's like, Mom, you're capable. You've got this. Capable of getting something started now is such a great like starting point. It doesn't mean like I'm capable of like, having to finish it, right? It's just capable of doing it, capable of starting, capable of like moving forward and getting past things. It doesn't feel like such a big thing. Capable is still like soft. It's not like you're capable, get it done. It's more like you're capable, you've got this. Like, let's get through this.
You mentioned that in high school you didn't feel capable. Was there a specific turning point that made you feel like, no, I am capable?
College was tough too. I dropped out due to like just major anxiety. I had a tough time. Like if I wasn't first in my classroom, I wouldn't go to class because I couldn't walk through the door and have other people in my head like looking at me as I went and found my seat, which is just like, now that I'm in a better place, I know how crazy that sounds. But back then that was my reality. Didn't really know about like good positive content and any of that stuff. No personal development was in my life. Like that just was never a conversation. Then I found Rob and we went through like a personal development journey together. We both had this like feeling of wanting to be more. So we started personally developing together. We went to some conferences like the Tony Robbins conference. He started listening to a lot of Gary and, we read a lot of books together, and it wasn't until we really sat with all of that stuff and made it like a daily habit that we felt like that we were worthy of all that I didn't start feeling that capability. And, I feel like a lot of people have to feel success to feel like, okay, now I can feel like I'm capable of doing something. And I never had like major success before I felt capable, but for me it was things like I finished a book from cover to cover that was not Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Like things like that made me say, wait, okay, I'm capable of doing that, which I never thought I could have been. So little things like that started happening when we were personally developing, where I realized I was a lot more capable of what I thought I was. Like I could have a public conversation with some stranger that I didn't know and I wouldn't explode on the spot. And so it was just like practice of giving myself the space to jump on things. But yeah, it was a while after high school, and it still is something that I work on, which is why I have the reminders everywhere. It's still something that like, I feel like I'm always going to need that caterpillar in my life because I need to be reminded that I can do it. We're very lucky in the VeeFam community where there's people cheering us on, but in the everyday life and the real world and stuff, I don't think a lot of people give a shit about who's saying what and, what they're doing and whatever. Most people like to tear people down. And so it's my reminder every single day. And it still is something I have to work on.
I love that you said that it was small moments. It wasn't like that one big moment that changed you. It was like finishing a book and just with little X over and over, rewriting the stories in your head. Like I'm not capable to I'm capable. I think people wait for this special moment and now I'm going to be changed. And like you said, it's a constant journey you're on. Like it never really stops. You are a parent. You have 3 young kids. How do you teach them that they are capable? Is it something you teach or show?
It's both, and it's every day. And that's definitely like, it's not something I think I got consciously from my parents at all. Not to blame them. I don't think they were bad parents or anything. They didn't really push me to be more, do more, anything like that. It wasn't like this an amazing thing. I have a 10 times better relationship with my mom now than I ever did. Like we barely used to like hang out or talk when I was young. So my biggest thing is I show up and I teach them, I show them, they know I do new things. They're constantly seeing new projects happening. They're constantly seeing us test our skills. But the biggest thing is I breathe that life into them. And obviously I know they have to believe it themselves, but I do think your parents' voice is so strong in your head, especially while you're young. Both of us have realized what we don't want to carry on, and we're just like so adamant about it. Like we will not stop until Finn believes in himself so much. And he's doing a really great job at it, but it's, at that age, it's constant reminders. So that's just what we're going to do. That's all we're going to do. If he says, I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z, we're going to say, no, you're capable. If it can't be this way, it's got to find another way, but you're capable of figuring out that other way. And I wouldn't say it's tough love, but it's consistent, like, stop giving up, like, you're absolutely capable. The only way we're going to get better is if we keep doing this, right? Do you hate it? No, I love it. Okay, then, like, let's just keep going. Obviously, if it's something that, like, they hate and they're not meant for, like, then I'm all like, cool, we're capable of change. Let's find the next thing that you really want. And capability and confidence go right along with each other, because if someone doesn't have that confidence, they're not going to feel like they're capable of doing anything. So building him up as much as we can. We are literally his biggest support system, and that will never change.
I feel like it's really big too, especially with kids who are still growing up and their brain is still developing as a parent, to almost employ the I believe in you until you believe in yourself. I think it's good to have parents, or like us having a community now around us, who have this notion of I believe in you, and then you kind of learn to also believe in yourself.
And the more they see us, like, rooting them on and building them up, the more they're going to come and, like, talk to us and communicate things that might be really hard for them. If you have that relationship with them, that's how they're going to be able to feel comfortable saying the things that they might not want to say, which is, like, the biggest thing we can do as parents, is giving them their safe, the safe space for them to, like, say all the good and the bad.
What are habits or mindsets you have that make you feel capable? Somebody who's maybe listening who doesn't feel capable, that they can try on a daily basis, like little things that make them feel more capable, and kind of learn that, especially as adults who didn't grow up with it.
First is, like, nourish your body, like, well. If you're not nourishing your body well, if you're not moving, if you're living, like, this sedentary lifestyle, you're going to feel like garbage no matter what I say, no matter what anyone says, no matter what you read, nothing. Just, like, nourish your body is really, really important. Community is huge. Finding people who actually care is such a big deal. Can someone do it on their own? Absolutely. I think we're all born with that, like, drive and stuff. But doing it by yourself is very difficult. It becomes very difficult. Finding a tribe of people who are literally doing 10 times better than you, I think, is really important. The ones who are thinking the way that you want to think, doing the things that you want to do, like, make those people your best friend, because then you're going to level up to their level. Doing things every single day that you normally wouldn't do, but also start to do things where you're going to feel success from. Doing something that you truly love, and just you sit down to do it, and all of a sudden you look at the clock and it's 3 hours later. Like, that feels so good, because you feel like, oh, I'm doing something I love right now. So, like, keep doing different things every day till you find that thing where the hours are passing. And then once you find that thing, do it, like, consistently and for yourself every single day, for yourself. That's another thing. Like, I'm big on, like, doing it for yourself. We talked a little bit before about that, but, like, do it for yourself so you can feel the success, right? Doing something consistently every single day that makes you feel great. People can make money from anything. I don't do this because I don't think I can make money from it. Instantly, I'm like, shut up. Like, that's not the case. Like, if you love something, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's, like, literally, like, gem minting sports cards. Like, what could possibly be the dumbest thing ever? If it's something that you love, you can turn it into making money. So finding something you love, doing it every single day consistently, nourishing your body, and getting your tribe of people that are where you're at, where you want to be, and who are also constantly growing. Those would be my three things, I think, every day to get to that point of feeling capable, of feeling confident. Because if you live in those things, you'll wake up each and every day just 1% better, for sure.
What do you think is Capable Caterpillar's sidekick? The kind of other character you need to make it happen?
When you live for their validation, you aren't living. And I pair that together because I feel like a lot of the times the reason why we'll say we're not capable is not our own thoughts. It's someone else's thoughts that were put into our head. And that's when we're looking for validation. So I think if you take away your need for people's validation, you instantly become capable of doing 10 times more.
A lot of the traits do have to kind of go together because they either way feed off each other or into each other, or you need a little bit of multiple things to make that one thing happen.
Yeah, it's true. You really do need a mix, and it is ever changing. And it's not just one or two things that are going to get you successful. You need to be a ton of these traits. And when I say successful, I just mean like living a happy life every single day, right? That's like what success is to me, is like being comfortable and being happy.
But that's the great thing, that there's so many different characters, because you need a little bit of all of them in different parts of your life and different seasons of your life.
Actually, I might just do like a wallpaper of VeeFriends cards of like everything that I need to slap me in the face when I wake up in the morning.
If Capable Caterpillar could whisper something in somebody's ear each morning to make them feel better, what would Capable Caterpillar say?
I believe in you. Ben Kind. I feel like I just saw Ben Kind's face on the Capable Caterpillar, just being like, I believe in you, you got this.
Is there anything you feel like you haven't said about capability, or how important it is for people to really dive more into that trait?
Surround yourself with it. Tell yourself it every single day. If something feels hard, lean on it, use it. If you need an inner voice, there's plenty of us who will be that inner voice until it's your own. And just know that, like, no matter what anyone says, you are so beyond capable. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how far-fetched or how much time it will take or anything like that. None of that stuff matters. The only thing that matters is that you're capable of doing it. My biggest thing I always say is, like, if no one's told you today that you're capable, you're capable.